Hey guys, someone seems to have enjoyed my last video in it was like a 3-4Q range against Crazy Stone. And they mentioned that that's a difficult level for them, which I understand. I used to be them. So I did it again with Crazy Stone set at 2Q. And again, just going through the thinking, how do you make decisions, things like that. Right? Always hopeful that someone's going to get something out of it. Okay, I'm the White Stones. Let's see what happens. I make a decision to play slightly different. It's not entirely popular. And notice there's only two 4/4s. One black and one white are both offset. I like having two offset. Just doesn't mean anything. I just like it. He takes a corner. Well, I don't want he takes a corner, I take a corner. He extends his 4/4, I extend my 4/4. I don't appreciate that. So come in 3/3. Knowing he's going to play something that's a little bit scary. But I've gone out of my way to keep putting myself in these positions that scare me. So here we are. The right side's looking good. Aren't we scared? So I like doing this. Okay, what's next? Well, two things. We have an unfinished corner and this huge, massive right side. Well, I keep being told over and over and over that it's not something to be concerned about. So I said, okay, I'm not concerned about it. And notice we're once again putting ourselves in even more uncomfortable position. But if we ask a couple questions, is Area 1 cache? No. Is Area 2 cache? No. So it's not as big as it seems, I guess. So what's next? Well, he's trying to do the Moyo bet, so I'll just do a shoulder hit and say, I'm limiting you. And the basic picture here I'm thinking about is black's drawing this line, and I'm drawing this line. I think what I'm getting something significant on the left, and he's getting significantly reduced on the right. I think this is way in white's favor. So I start with the shoulder hit. Comes up, jump. He plays the standard. And now 99% we don't play at A. There must got to be a board somewhere where A fits, but almost never. So the vast majority of the time, it's a B idea. Seldom B, but the idea is we are, I don't want to say saving the cut at B. So I went here. Notice I'm extending. He doesn't like me on the right, and I'm going way towards the right. But let's just solve this problem. It's a ladder for me, so he can't cut me. So I'm not cut, which means I played this move, right? This move says I'm not cut. Well, my move says I'm not cut. So this one's drawing a better line to face the left, and I'm closer to doing things on the right. So nice. The other option would be here. Yeah, but I'm doing less on the right. And I'm actually, there's connect. There's this, which is one space wider, And then there's this, one space wider still. So I guess I'm saying if I could get away with this one, which is 5 lines wide, I would do that. But it doesn't save the cut. So it's as wide as I can make it and still not be cut. Okay. What's that mean? So when I looked at the board right here, I couldn't remember what I played. Because I'm thinking, what white stone goes with these guys? Where's the white stone go around A? I couldn't think of a spot. So I wondered, well, then where did I play? Well, that means I didn't play there. Am I weak there? No, he can't cut me. I'm not weak there. He's saying, I want that area. Great, I'll reduce that area. And here I decided, let's come on in, right? So we're compacting his A area more and more. It's getting downright tiny. So I'm thinking that if he plays this way, see how I'm getting life here? I'm just doing it real basic. See how there's life over there? So I'm going in a direction that can find life or connect up. He says, well, I don't want you to live. Great, then I'll connect up. You sure you want to connect up? Yeah, positive, I want to connect up. So completely, totally reduces area 1. His area 2 looks, I'm sorry, it looks silly. Why would you put that many stones and only get a pretty small amount of points? Now, I didn't get my perfect wall that I want, right? I didn't get this wall. That would have been nice. But I still, great in reduction, really reduced them, and have a nice, strong position. So no problems. He comes out. Couple of ideas. I decided kind of weak there. Just feels a little weak. I thought, if I have a stone here, I'm going to get a base up there somewhere. Kind of like in area 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to have an eye here somewhere. Without it, I'm not sure I can even have one eye. So if I go play some big move somewhere, let's say he plays here, what do? I guess I'm not, oh, well, that's Atari, so I am cut there. I guess I could play here. Yikes. No base, I'm getting surrounded. I just feel weak. So fix. And apparently I decided I felt okay there. How can white feel okay there? I guess the fact that you can't surround me. Sorry, guy, you can't surround me. Yeah, but you don't really have any eyes. Well, I'm pretty thick there. I mean, let's look at the actual thickness here. If I do nothing, then this is the worst he can do. Okay. Now, I want to look at that position. But to look at that position, I'm going to draw a line here for white and put a black stone there. And I want to say that the black stone has no meaning against that white group, right? It's touching a monster wall. It's near zero meaning. So I'm seeing the B stone in the exact same way. I'm not cut there. It's it's the same as having a stone here, right? Impossible to cut, impossible to cut. I'm feeling pretty good there. So I played away. Now, this is the first move where my confidence level starts to slip. I think to myself, if I'm playing a professional 9-dan, would I play away here? How would I feel about him starting to surround me here? That's a good question. I would have to say I'm nervous, but I think I'm okay. I don't know. So I do have a lack of confidence. But this move, I love this move so much. It's like, really? You're going to kill that group of mine? I don't believe you. I want to see it. This is often what professionals say. Like, well, if it looks like it's hard for him to kill you, let him try. And I look at that as there's so much thickness. I certainly have options for an eye in area 1. I have options for eyes in area 2, options to get out for 3, options to get out to 4, more eye options at 5. It's just stuff everywhere. It's hard to imagine it dying. And all I want here is life. So I played this big move. He comes down, which is his, well, he's played a lot of bad moves, but this one's real bad. I just come up. I don't want to come in because if I'm cut, I'm dead. And I don't want to come in more deeper. It's such a slow move. Has very little effect on the left side. So I've just come up this way. That's plenty of reduction. And I'm building a nice area. He comes up. And now, what to do? Are my 2 A-stones weak? So if I go do something that I think is big, wherever that is, away from the action, and he, what? Let's have him pop in, and I say no, and he plays here. I think my A-stones are separated. I don't like this. It's not intuitive to me that the A-stones are far from home. Even looking at it now, I go, they are? They look like they're connected. Well, actually not like connected. Then like what? I guess the way of saying it is there's so much room there. I think black can simply come in and live or separate or something. And if black can separate or live inside, then I feel like I'm struggling. So I decided I need to move there. So I thought, great, I'll come up again. And I struggled with this move because this is the move I want. And I kept going, well, why am I feeling so dissatisfied? I finally decided that the reason I'm dissatisfied is because it's like, oh, I'm coming in today. That's the threat, right? I'm coming in. Really? Go ahead. I don't see I'm coming in. Anything I do, he stops me. So the threat of doing something around A seems false. Well, then what are you doing? Oh, I'm capturing area 1. Really? You haven't, it's still the same size, right? It's still, I don't see that I can actually take it. So this move, I had to look at it a number of times. I'm like, I don't like it. I see nothing true about it. Everywhere I look, it's a false statement. So this left me with A. No, thank you. I'll never play A. You can shoot me before I play A. Okay. So A, B, or C? Well, I want to play C. Well, you're just being greedy, Lance. That's stupid. That's completely unreliable. Okay. Then A or B. Well, what's our goal? To establish this is mine. Does B do that? Sorry, I just don't trust B. Will I connect everything with B? Yeah, B's it all connected, but still, you can just come in. A, I don't think you can come in. I think A gives me a very solid situation here. Very hard for him to come in. He can do a monkey jump. He might be able to live in the corner. But no, I think I've established it. So that was my feeling here. He plays. I love taking my big area and creating an edge on it. It's a regular idea. Take your biggest area and make it bigger. That's kind of a rule and go. And it's partly because if I go the other way, see how I'm leaving Aji inside? This is going to cause problems later. It's not a strong position. That means I want to play here. Now it's a strong position, yeah, but it's pure gote. And if I do nothing, then he comes in and my situation is becoming in question. So that's why this is so valuable. He plays. My first thought was to kick and jump out. Oh, he's here. I didn't like that. I decided, my ace stone's fine. And he's starting to establish his B group. I'm starting to get a little extra concerned about my C group. He is presently starting to exist in the realm of C. C can smell him. Smell something over there. What is that? It's a black group coming nearby. Pretty soon he's going to be closer. Oh, I don't like that. I am so committed to the C group. I can't mess with that, right? I can't I'll give up the tail. No. Okay, so I decided time to deal with C. Now, I'm doing this game from a 2Q perspective, 1-2Q perspective. If I was going to do dawn perspective, if I was going to do 6 dawn perspective, okay, whole nother ball, but we can't talk about those things. Those are really hard things to talk about. Okay, so I'm going, let me threaten more of your points as I start a little base thing. See what you do. It's kind of asking the question. He says, no, you can't come in. Great. Well, I'll just build a base. I just have one eye. If I have one eye, I'm sure I'm alive. You place it, yeah. Contact the one you don't want to mess with. I want to come in there, right? I want to come into A so bad. So I don't touch there because I want to come in. Okay. Maybe that was a bad idea, but that's my idea. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we know this one. Don't get cut. There's no reason to get cut. Just come on out. Come on out. Ah, you want both? Turn. I got to use my other stones. That's why black is supposed to play this way to break so you can't use your other stones. That's the whole point. No, go ahead and use them. Great, love to. Save them or don't save them. I'm thinking of Derek right now. He's the one that left that comment. This is the spot that could really trip up. I'll say 5Q. I don't remember what level he's at, but I'm going to say can really trip up a 3, 4, 5Q or 20Q. I mean, anyone 3Q on down. do we save the stones or not? Some questions. First, my A group can live anytime it wants. Just go in the corner, it's alive. Or out. So it's not an immediate threat. So even if I save the B stones once, I can still come back and live anytime I want. So I have a moment to play with the B stones if I want to. Do I want to? Are they valuable? What is their value? Oh, I'm trying to make up some value. It's if black captures, 4 points, not very valuable. If I run out, I'm not creating any points. So that's not their value. What else? The darn cut at sea. Holy cow, that's a lot of value. I mean, we're killing things with this C cut. Yeah, I want to save B. There's a lot of things to do with B. Yeah, I'll come again. If I come again, something dies. He can't deal with it. So yeah, I want to come again. He hanes. What's a word for that? Weak, cuttable. He is so weak here. Our only problem is saving our stones, getting some liberties. What's the word for that? Driving to Suji. Boom, boom. Atari, Atari. There you go, folks. Lots of liberties in Sente. I love the driving to Suji. I learned it, of course, 50 years ago. But the more I play Go, the more I like, holy cow, it's so powerful. You can use it in so many ways. It's a great tool. Okay. He tries to accomplish something here. Not working. I come down. And now we need to know the pattern to kill. And the pattern is haunting. Like they say, there's death in the haunting. He'll just escape, Atari. Uh-oh. He never got more than 2 liberties the whole time. Boom, just kill it. So a nice sequence, all based on principle. So at this point, I was ready to simply tell the computer to resign, which means I resign, but then review it as a one game, because it's like, well, game over. But then it's like, oh, there is one other thing to take care of. Be pretty embarrassing if I resign and then he comes over and kills my group. So, okay, I'll wait. Once this is settled, and I settle it in my favor, then there is no winning for black. Okay, so I need to survive here. That's all, just survive. Start there. I plan this out. There's an eye. And I'm not sure, is there 2 eyes there? I really don't care if there's 2 eyes there. The point isn't, it's going to sound funny, the point isn't to make 2 eyes. Of course it is. No, you run before living. Don't live, run. So out I go. That's the only running move that I see. I guess the other one would be here, breaking out. So I broke out. Now you do this whether it works or not. Even if it doesn't work, it puts a whole bunch of Aji in place for later. So you don't even bother reading. I didn't read it out. I'm like, oh, run before living. Here, I'll get out. Yep. Now we do some reading. And it's like, okay, if I do this, doesn't work. It's just too many liberties. Now, I didn't do a full reading. Does it work now? I don't think so. Sorry. Yeah, no, doesn't work. So I figure, great, then I have to start here. And it's at this point I go, well, I sure hope I'm alive at A. Because if this doesn't work, it's like, no, there's just so much Aji here. Something should work. He plays pawn A. That's the surrounding move. It's surrounding A. It's in general surrounding B, and it's very much in general surrounding C. Get on A. Cut. Come on out. Tari. Come on out. Go for the kill. And also, I did some reading. If he plays this way, then I'm just out, period. There's no question about this group. So the question is, if he plays this way, sorry, here I read 3, 4, 5 different variations because it kind of looks like a snapback. Oh, but it doesn't work because the capture is too, okay. So it's like, well, let's go through that again. What if then he saves? Well, that's getting powerful. And notice I'm getting a lot of liberties, and I already have one eye. So everything I looked at, I have a lot of liberties. So I let it alone. Say, I've got a lot of liberties there. So Atari. Almost Atari. Surround you. Atari, fixing my cut. Then some more readout. He can't cut. He tries. Sorry. If you cut me, I just kill you. And the whole black thing's dead. All right. Capture. That's game over, right? As long as I survive here. Capture. And that's where he resigned. Okay, guys. Hope it was helpful. I like playing around the 2 to 5Q level. I can play just simple Go. The reading's easier. He's not playing too hard. I enjoy it's like enjoyable. I don't enjoy playing at the 6 and 7 dan level. I'm not sure I can play at the 7 dan level anymore. Where and by that I don't mean that I'm 7 dan. I never got there. But it means that you can play against a professional 9 dan and you don't collapse. And on occasion, you get within 5 points, 4 points. Oh, that's so much fun. God, that's fun. And then you play another game and you don't collapse. Okay, I lost by, 15 points. Okay. It's not bad, professional 9 dan. So strong. And I love that. But it's hard. If you're ready to work out, it's a fun game. But if you're not, gosh, why do it? It's so much work. Okay, that's it. I'm rambling, and we'll catch you all later. Bye.